First and 10. McKee on the post. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Tanner McKee unlocked the door with this throw.
And he's got an incredible upside as far as his physical attributes. Many think that he's an NFL quarterback playing here at Stanford like they've had over the years so often.
So when I was about 16, my mom noticed a few suspicious moles on my body, and we went to the doctor, and they just did a few biopsies. Didn't think it was going to be a really big deal. And I remember my mom kind of putting me in a room, sitting me down, and saying, "Hey, like, came back positive for melanoma," and she's saying all this stuff. And at the time, I didn't really fully digest it. I had no idea, like, really what that meant. So yeah, it was definitely kind of a crazy time when I first found out. There was a few times that was a little frightening because they had to take out a few lymph nodes in my neck, and the doctor was saying there's a nerve that's super sensitive and it could restrict your arm motion. I was like, well, it's on my right side. I play quarterback, so we had to sign papers saying that, like, we understand the risks and things like that. But we trusted in the doctors. My family was great in supporting me, lots of prayer and things like that. But overall, I mean, I'm clear now, healthy, super excited. I feel like I've always planned on serving a mission, and that was kind of just part of my process that, okay, after I graduate high school, I'm going to go on a mission. I feel like for me personally, I've really been blessed with a lot of things that other people don't have, whether they're born in different places in the world or unfortunate circumstances or health or things like that. So I just feel like that was like a really small way that I could kind of give back and show thanks that I'm thankful for everything that I really do have. Brazil was pretty unique. Soccer is the sport in Brazil, but going around, there were a few semi-pro football teams there. I actually had the opportunity to go practice with them once. But for me personally, I would love to go back and kind of grow American football in Brazil, kind of like what Kobe did in China or things like that. I mean, there's so many things that were going on here, like in the United States when I was there. Like, I was competing in the Elite 11 with Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, and then I get a phone call that Trevor just won the national championship, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I was actually washing dishes at the time, and I'm like not speaking Portuguese very well, and my companion's trying to talk to me, but I'm not understanding him, so I'm just washing dishes, and I'm figuring out this guy that I was competing with just won the national championship. So it was definitely crazy, just like putting your own life aside to try to help other people. I mean, we built fences, helped build houses and things like that, which was great. But it's definitely a big sacrifice to literally put everything to the side to try to help other people. I feel like coming back right when I got back, I mean, it was the height of COVID, so things were kind of crazy. So I could only throw with like my brother and then my sister's husband and my dad. So like we're like going to the park, trying to make things happen. Couldn't really see receivers because it was like the height of COVID. When I got back from my mission, soaking wet, I was probably 205. So I gained probably 25 pounds.
We're still in it. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Let's show them what's up today. One, two, three.
I feel like I've been able to embrace like the leadership role, just trying to bring guys along. I've heard that a good teammate does everything right, but a good leader can bring everyone else along as well. So trying to do that, I feel like has been really good. We always talk about the quarterback lifestyle, which is film, knowing the insides and outs, obviously being accurate, but knowing your guys on a personal level and being able to relate with them personally, I think is really big.